Let's go. All right, Anthony.
What's up, Cannon?
Dude,
How you
thank
doing?
good, bro. Thank you for hopping on the call. It's tough.
Yes, bro. I've been seeing you all over like my TikTok feed. You're doing a good job, like clipping everything. So I'm happy you hit me
Appreciate
up.
it, dog.
'Cause I think I following you before. I think I was. I mean, I was always seeing your videos everywhere.
I saw you on Jaw Hacks, and I didn't know you had a TikTok or Instagram or anything,
Yeah,
but when you messaged me on TikTok, I was like, oh fuck, he's got an account over here. So
yeah,
no, I'm
bro.
glad we got
I
it.
had like a bunch of viral MARPE videos. I had like two or three videos that all got like 4 million views, but
Damn,
I got banned for noticing too hard. So I just had to like I don't know, I got nerfed so my videos aren't up there anymore. Now I just have like my small account.
damn. No, you'll build back up. I mean,
You can't
dude,
repost the same old videos because the algorithm knows you got it from somewhere, so it doesn't reach out. So the same video that got like 4 mil views will just get like 2,000. Nothing will happen.
bro.
But bro,
Yeah.
your cheekbones look even crazier than I saw like
Dude,
last time on vid.
I don't know what happened, man. I was not expecting. I think it's just my anatomy. Like something about my anatomy made him pop. Like Dr. Evans didn't tell me the cheekbones would go this crazy.
Do you
Like
like it or is it getting like uncanny to you?
at first I was kind of like not liking it at all, but then I really liked how it hollowed my cheeks out cuz
Yeah, it's super
that
obvious.
dude, I mean, she told me like your face would kind of get more of a V shape, and I was really like dreading the balloon face look. I thought that was going to be me, honestly. Um, but yeah, I like it. The only thing was like the asymmetry. But
Mm. It's
I mean,
not even that bad.
thank you, man.
Really
I mean,
not.
I think I was just noticing it more than anyone.
I kind of had the same feelings when I started my expansion. I was like, dude, it's making my face so wide. It's making it was making my cheekbones bigger, but it was making my like nose really unsymmetrical, which I don't know if you could tell on video,
You
but
can at all, man. Can at all.
like at first it was looking good, but then I was like, damn, I'm kind of like balloon facing. But then once I stopped turning and all the inflammation went down and I lost a couple of pounds, I'm like, oh damn, like I look good. Like I also have like not to your extent, but like I've always been really flat here. I've always
You
been really
look, dude.
really
It
flat.
looks great. They're coming in nice. The cheekbones.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's something people were telling like on TikTok, some of my like transformation videos or whatever. People were like, "You just lost weight." And dude, I actually have a really hard
That's
time gaining weight. So my weight's been like flat. It's been like probably 145 for my height. You know, I'm not
how
like
tall are you?
5'10". So
Oh,
that's
you're
like
light.
yeah, I'm light for my weight. I back in high school, senior year when I was going hard in the gym and track and everything, I probably got up to like 165, almost 170, but I've been like 145 for 3 years, just hovering around that. So I didn't lose any weight. I just
Yeah.
ignore
There's
that.
even like if someone starts doing like meth, they're not gonna like. I mean, I guess clavicular, but like they're not gonna just get their like zygomas popping out like this. Like that.
Yeah,
That's it.
unless you're super fucking fat, like
Yeah.
it's not gonna make that much of a difference. But I'll show you my. That's my CBCT from before MARPE. So you can
Okay.
already
I can
see
see
like
the slight asymmetry,
yeah, like
but your zygomas naturally like kind of are pronounced out.
it's never something I fucking noticed. Like I didn't think I had good zygoma bones or zygomatic bones at all until the MARPE when they started fucking popping, dude.
Yeah, you're like, holy shit, I'm blessed, and it was just like being covered up by like narrow maxilla.
Yeah, dude, I thank Dr. Evans every time I see her. I'm like, this is amazing.
No, yeah.
This looks great.
How has it affected your breathing? Like my life has gotten so much better since starting MARPE. It's been night and day. Like I don't know how I didn't like jump off a cliff. I literally don't know. Like it's allergy season right now and it's really annoying. Like I woke up today with like a big ass booger on my hand and I'm like, where the fuck did this come from? Um,
Dude,
but like I woke up and I just had like big like green brown booger and I feel nasty and I'm like I used to deal with this but like 10 times worse. It was like straight mouth breathing the whole night. Like if I blew my nose, I could have like a whole like tablespoon of like snot come out of my nose and it wouldn't
damn.
help. The sinuses would be bad. I would still have like, all that pressure. I would have all that congestion and uh, it's insane like how much it's helped. Like I
So,
didn't have to there wasn't a single day before MARPE. There wasn't a single day of my life where I could breathe with my nose the whole day. It was
wow,
always
dude.
like
See, I don't know if I was that bad. For me, a lot of the breathing benefits, like you're still turning a bit, right?
yeah, so I have like a millimeter and a half to go still.
Dude, I'm low key jealous because I kind of had to stop turning just because of the arms pushing out on this side. And obviously, you could see the zygoma on this side popping, but I kind of had to stop because I was probably experiencing some teeth tipping, and I would have kept going for the breathing benefits alone. I feel like they kind of flatline now, of course, that I've stopped turning, but all of it was kind of up front. Like I noticed all the breathing benefits like right in the middle of
Insane.
my turns, probably like between turn right after I split, so between turn like 10 and 25, and then the last 10 turns were like little breathing benefit, like very little, not very noticeable. That's why I'm like kind of
Yeah.
considering jaw surgery, not just to finish out the aesthetics of the mandible, but to really like hopefully if it would be in my plan to split the suture again, give me a little bit more nasal airway. That would
So
be
do you want
amazing.
to like move your jaw forward so that when you expand, there's more room to expand?
Yeah.
Because like I have an overjet, so I'm also getting double jaw.
Oh yeah, I see that, dude. Wow.
I have my Invisalign in, so it's a little bit more like exaggerated. But dude,
Right.
this chin is like all beard.
Dude, it looks amazing. You're
It
covering
is
it up
like
nice, bro.
I actually messed it up. It usually looks better, but like this chin, bro, is like straight beard. Like you could see through it.
Dude, a lot of people are fucking jealous of that beard, me included.
Super,
I'm not gonna lie.
super fraud. It's fine. You have like a good chin, so you don't need it. But like they told me, because your arch is wider in the back, if you move it forward, if you move your lower jaw forward, technically you can expand more up here. I mean, you're gonna
Right.
move both of them forward, but you could like kind of manipulate the your lower arch with surgery so that you can expand more into it. But
People
I
have
don't
been
really,
saying like, no, go
unless
ahead.
it's your asymmetry. Like I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like you look great.
Thank you, man. That's what people were telling me. Like, you look fine. Like, why would you do jaw surgery? And I guess it's like everyone probably has a bit of dysmorphia, especially if you're doing shit to change your face, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So it's like, it's probably like 50-50. I really want that, like, super. I'll show you let's share my thing again. You can see my airway. It's not horrible there. That's the pre marpy airway. It's definitely opened up towards the top here.
Mm-hmm.
But like that
Is
red
it
down
over?
there, it's like after jaw surgery, that would really open up and probably feel amazing. So
Do
like
you
I'm
feel
not
like
sure.
your like throat has opened up from the marpeat? Does that make sense?
It does. So I've
Not
always
your nose, your throat.
since I was a kid, it's always felt like I had like mucus built up and I can't fully like even like swallowing or whatever, it doesn't clear the mucus down there. So
Mm-hmm.
when I had MARPE, when I first had the MARPE in the suture split, and I was experiencing all those benefits of with the nasal stuff, I just it felt like a waterfall of like snot or mucus like going down my throat for like a week or two as I was like I guess getting used to everything or my body
You
was
think it
getting
was
used to
like
everything.
draining out down?
Dude, 100%. It was just trying to, and then when I would blow my nose, like I really noticed that I could finally blow my nose, and like you were saying, like you would blow your nose, nothing would happen. This shit would like fully clear out. It was kind of insane. And I'm probably at a pretty happy like medium right now where like like you said and other people are saying, it's like jaw surgery might be more of a risk than it would be a benefit to me. But
I
I
mean,
mean,
I
we'll
don't
see. I
think.
got my consultation.
I mean, we live in like the modern world. Like, we're not gonna die getting jaw surgery. I mean, there's like, of course, the
Right.
slightest chance, but like these 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 jaw surgeons are very trained, and it's not like you don't you don't look like you're getting a. If you got one, it would be a very extreme one with like a bunch of advancement. You don't look recessed at all. Like when I look at you.
Can see a little bit probably.
Okay, yeah, yeah, I could see it. It's like your front profile makes you look way more like
Right.
forward thrown than your side.
Yeah, the side is what's fucked up, bro. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, like for me, I've always been, I think, like a pretty good looking guy. But the thing is that because my lower jaw is recessed and I also don't have like a big chin, like I don't have a lot of development here. When I gain just a couple of pounds, it really morphs my face. Like I used to be lean with the six pack, and I'm not gonna lie, like I used to look like hella sexy. But like if I woke up in the morning with like allergies or I had too much sodium, like it wasn't like, oh, I'm a little bloated and I don't look good. It was like I look like a completely different person because there's nothing to drape all this bloat over. There's no bone to drape all this bloat over. So it's just like, you know.
Now there is, dude. Now you got. I mean, you can see it. I think you got not just on the sides. I got a lot on the sides. You look like you got a good bit of like. I mean, maybe you had it before, but like the bone under here is popping as well, which is like what
Oh,
you
bro.
like to see.
I mean, I don't know if this is the best lighting. Maybe I should open it. I don't know if it's like too.
Kind of bright as fuck. You look like you're about to go to heaven, dude.
I hope I do, man. I hope that's in the cards for me.
Oh man,
Is
you
this
got the
better?
Jesus chain on. Yeah, man, looks good. That looks good.
Um, dude, the Marpe has like completely changed my face. Like it's not even just the cheekbones. Honestly, like I feel like my left side has always been a little bit bigger, but it's nothing like crazy. But
Yeah, it's not like mine.
my eye support has been insane. Like I think my eyes literally like started tilting. Like I have a lot more positive canthal tilt, which like positive positive canthal tilt, like whatever. But like people have told me, they're like, bro, like your face literally like morphed. Like I was talking to my friend the other day and I haven't seen him in like 2 months. And so I lost like a good bit of weight during the time. And he's like, dude, like you look so good. You don't even look like your old self. Cause I used to have a very narrow nose. I used to have a very narrow face. I've always had like big lips, but now they're like wide. And my eyes, bro, like my eyebrows have like even slanted in a little bit. My whole like eye area has completely changed. And it's not very visible here, but like this bone right here, like you can kind of see a little better on this side. It never existed. It was just flat.
Wow.
It was just like very flat. And I've been doing a lot to help my under eyes. Like this here never existed. I feel like more of my expansion kind of cosmetically helped more so my mid face
Mm-hmm.
than it did like my cheekbones.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's
But
funny because it's different for everyone, bro. Like I feel like my cheekbones popped and then mid face or like this here. I mean, I can definitely tell maybe like 1 or 2 millimeter change. Like it's not as flat because I had a really flat, um, whatever it's called, under eyes. But
you have my
yeah, yours
photo.
are popping. Yeah, I'm looking through them right now. I'm trying to find.
There's one of me like gaming with my headset on that like I think would
Dude,
be
this
good.
one's hilarious.
I was like 18 in this photo. Like, dude, I used to be chopped as fuck. Look, that's me in elementary school.
Dude, you're fucking jacked in some of these, bro. Like, look how fucking lean you are. Your chin looks great in that, by the way, too.
I have like a muscular butt chin. Part of it
Dude,
is that my dad's side has like mega Chad genetics. Um, and part of it
those
is
are
that 'cause
before,
I'm
dude.
recessed, my lower lip needs to press up, and so it's always been like this my whole life. But so like that photo of me on the bottom left, that was like me. So crazy story. I got stabbed like a year and a half ago.
Dude, I
I
heard that on
lost.
Jaw Hacks, man. What the
Yeah,
fuck
so
happened, bro?
I lost like 15 pounds in the hospital, and I was just smoking like a bunch of weed, playing video games, and just like recovering, like eating as much as I could, walking a lot, and then I was just like gaming at night with like Fortnite with my homies that also like ended up getting stabbed in this predicament, I should say.
Damn.
But like if you pull up that photo, you can see like
Yeah.
my whole face widen, and not just like my upper jaw, but my lower jaw. And I talked about this on my TikTok. I think it was on my old account before I got banned. When your upper jaw widens, I know as an adult, like your lower jawbone doesn't actually expand with it, but because your cheekbones is where your masseters originate from, now there's more bone mass, so that means there's more room for the muscle to grow out into. That
Yeah.
was me in the hospital. But
Dude, that's insane that you got stabbed, man. I couldn't believe it when you were talking about it on Jaw Hacks. And
yeah,
this is
I
damn, you got
felt
a gnarly scar too.
I felt the healthiest I ever did in my life when I left the hospital, because I
Wow.
think all the cortisol. This is not like a meme like cortisol spike. I think all of the cortisol from my body being under all this stress, along with the medication, along with not eating, I had such little, I guess, immune response and inflammation that I had no allergies for like 2 months. I literally didn't
Wow.
sneeze for 2 months, and it was a blessing. But like mid Marpy, I was so chopped. Like I tried doing like a food review video, and like my teeth gap was like insane. If you scroll up,
Let's see.
like, but I was just walking around like not caring.
Let's check it out.
So,
Here we go. Damn, your gap was way bigger than mine. Damn.
bro, I loved my diastema. I miss
Dude, I
it.
kind of miss mine too, man. I mean, mine like it split evenly, and you can see that in my first Jaw Hacks interview. And then it started like if these are my front teeth, they started like tipping in even before I got my braces on.
Should we go Marpy for Marpy right now?
Yeah. Hold on, let me get back to the stew. Yeah. All right. It's gonna be. Let me zoom in here. So you got Audrey Yoon, right, as your
Yeah, so ours looks very similar.
is yours?
They
Do you
cut
know
my
if yours
arms
is
off.
dude? I think in a month I get that done. I can't wait.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome not having the arms there. The right side, they had a little bit of an issue like gluing on one of the arms or something. And so for the whole Marpy experience, I had like a little bit of metal actually sticking down.
Ooh.
So whenever I was chewing, I was like chewing on the metal of the molar and not my actual molar. So it was like awesome getting it taken off.
Dude, I feel so. I just got the bottom braces put on last week, like Thursday. I cannot. I wish I went for the Invisalign, dude. I was like, talked to Ron. I talked to Dr. Evans. They were both like, braces will get it done faster. But now I
Yeah,
just,
exactly.
dude, now I just fucking wish I got the Invisalign. I've had Invisalign. I was good with wearing the trays. Now I can't like, I can't. This is as much as I can bite. Ready?
That's it. Are you
I
biting
can.
on the bottom brace?
Yeah, like they even put little rubber bands to because I was complaining about my teeth hitting the brackets, but like it's
That looks
pissing me
hella.
off.
Do you have an overjet?
Not really. I mean, I'm
Your
like class
bite?
one, I think.
Is your bite like a little deep?
With the these that like I can't get into fucking occlusion, so the brackets are like pushing my mandible back. I noticed once I got the bottom braces on, it's hard to see because I have the nice lighting and shit, but just looking in the mirror every day now since Thursday, my mandible looks way smaller because my teeth aren't coming into contact and kind of like I don't have that like pop in person that I did before the
I mean,
bottom braces.
your jaw is still like super chiseled over here.
It's definitely the light. I mean, maybe it's subjective. Me personally, I definitely think the lighting is helping me out right now. But
So you got a
like,
light like right here.
yeah, I my phone's like 6 feet away, but I have a big like studio light I got with a softbox on it. That definitely helps out. I definitely recommend like I could not do lighting. Like if you see my first YouTube videos, my lighting's crap. Like definitely the lighting helps you glow up without fucking doing shit.
Oh, for sure. I mean, here, let me go somewhere with better lighting real quick, just so you could like see. My room's kind of a mess.
No worries, bro. Yeah, that's nice even lighting.
Yeah, but this is like my bathroom, so. But do you see how my septum got like more deviated? Do you see over here this like nasal bone?
Yeah, I see that.
It doesn't exist on that side. So this whole center, like the whole bridge, got pulled to the right.
Hmm.
And then my nose tip kind of just expanded normally. So now it looks like my left nostril is like really big, and then
Yeah.
my right one is not as big. And then when I
I
turn
can't.
sideways, my nose is pretty straight, but
Yeah.
then this way it like has a beak.
It's not even that bad, bro. I think you did
I'm
you
not
say
like
you
insecure about it. Like
yeah, don't be. Don't be.
it's a more ethnic like feature. I don't care. Like I like having the like bridge, but it's one thing I noticed is that it like deviated the fuck out of my nose.
I wonder if your jaw surgery is going to help with the nose because I hear like I think Dr. Alfie has all these clips saying like don't get a rhinoplasty until you get jaw surgery and see how your nose looks after that because it
Is
does
it
change it
lift it?
somehow. I think it lifts it and evens it out. I will say, like quick caveat, back to like the dysmorphia stuff. After I got my wisdom teeth out, my face definitely changed. Like all the pictures I used for my transformation were like after the wisdom teeth fucked up my face. And I was actually like 2 years ago super self-conscious because my nose was changing. Like I was noticing it. I was like, dude, I was looking up rhinoplasties and shit, like dumb. Like,
Oh, bro.
thank God I didn't, because shit was changing, and I was like, why is my nose changing? The Marpy totally took away any like worry I had about that, because I think like widening everything out just balanced my face better. My face is
Yeah.
way better balanced after the Marpy.
A lot of people kind of trip. Like I've heard a lot of people tripping about, oh, my nose is gonna get wider, but it's like most people naturally are supposed to have a slightly wider nose. Like everything it does is corrective. I don't think there's anybody that does a marpy and like looks worse after, unless they have like a complete unbalance of like their upper and lower jaw. but I feel like in general, like people are very against the like wider nose. Obviously, the looks maxing community has some definite like, I guess, racism issues and shit, and like
Dude,
they're
you can say
very,
that twice. Holy shit, bro.
yeah, like me and Ron were talking about this because he's Lebanese and I'm
Yeah.
Armenian and my mom is from Lebanon, but the whole like looks maxing space is like mostly it's like the, not to say this in like a bad way, it's not a bad thing, but it's like mostly like white guys.
Mm-hmm.
Most
Yeah.
of it is like white guys and most of it is like Eurocentric beauty standards.
Right.
And like, we know like generally the European like phenotype is like the most attractive. Like we all know that. But like not to go like too deep and sound like a complete incel or something.
Don't worry
But
about it
like
now.
there's like a lot of like people who like don't want certain facial features to change a certain way because they think it's like a feature for a different ethnicity or something. Well, for me, because I'm a little bit more like ethnic, I feel like it balanced out and gave me the features I'm supposed to have because it just didn't like look right before. Like I had this nose that's like made to breathe in like a certain type of air in the mountains, and it's super narrow and I can't breathe with it. But I have like a really large brow ridge, but I have like no cheekbones, and so now I kind of like made all of the bone structure kind of go into place properly to like match how it's supposed to look.
Yeah. No, it definitely did. I'm gonna pull up your one of these X-rays.
I'm trying to be like as politically correct as possible. I'm not gonna lie.
I have to. Yeah, you gotta watch yourself because you already got banned though, so you know what's up. But like,
I'm
I
not
just
gonna
keep.
say anything crazy, but I'm just trying to like say everything properly.
Yeah, no, that like the looks maxing community definitely hates non-white people, like you were saying. I don't. I think like personally, I think there's good-looking people of all races. Like
Oh,
you
for
can't
sure.
you can't argue with that. It's definitely like your environment and your genetics are like the two biggest things that are going to influence how you look. I mean, you can't deny that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, again, it's like preference. I mean, people in Africa are going to prefer like people that look like them. People in the Middle East are going to prefer, for the most part, it's very
Yeah.
different in America since we're like this melting pot of people.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah.
mean, like I was talking about this on my TikTok the other day. Um, like a lot of women like fetishize Middle Eastern men
Dude, I saw that clip. That was funny, bro. That was a funny
because of
clip.
like all of the like stereotypes. Like Middle Eastern men are rich and they're like toxic and they're like really romantic and they treat a woman this way. And like I don't have to fucking do any of that, bro. Like I'm broke as fuck. But like I could go out with a girl who's like Latina and she's like, "Oh my god, like you're Armenian, like this, that." And then it's like I'm benefiting off of the stereotype, but I don't even match the stereotype.
It's funny,
Um,
dude. You got your pick in California, man.
California is cool, bro. Honestly, I prefer white girls, but yeah, I like white girls and Middle Eastern. But it's like it's kind of interesting how like there's certain like LA is very diverse, like, and it's very crazy, and like clout matters a lot, dude.
Dude,
Like clout
it's
matters a
insane.
lot. I
It's
don't
insane.
know. My like dating life has gotten exponentially better very recently, and I don't know if it's because I lost a lot of weight and I grew my hair out because like my hairline's kind of chopped, but I grew my hair out longer and I lost some weight and I started fixing up my beard better and like doing my skincare better. But at the same time, I've been posting like a lot more videos on Instagram that a lot of people like. And so, like, when it comes to socially interacting with people online and, going out with girls, that's been helping a lot. And, like, partially the clout helps a lot, but I've also just been a lot more confident in general because I look better.
Yeah, it
Like,
totally changed. I think your
you have a girl
weight
or
loss
are you
was a huge
single?
factor. Single right now. Yeah, just leave it at that.
Okay. Do
We'll
you
leave it
think,
there. Single for now. Yeah,
okay,
recently single.
recently, how recent?
Like a month probably. So I haven't been on the
Yeah.
dating scene at all, you know? I'm just the braces like are a huge nerf. I was out at the bar, right? This girl came up to me and then her sister was like I started talking to her. She was like, "Oh," like noticed the braces right away.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, cute braces." And I'm like, "Fuck." Like,
Why?
yeah, if I
What's the issue?
I maybe I'm just in my head about it. Like I feel like when I think of braces, dude, I think of like a 12-year-old, like or a high schooler. Like just I think I had such a nice smile. Like not to brag or whatever, but I had such a nice straight smile and good teeth before that. Just putting these braces on it like totally covers up any of that. Like I had nice white straight teeth.
Yeah.
So now it's like my teeth are all wonky from the MARPE. Like the front teeth came down a little bit and brought back like that buck teeth look that I had when I was pre orthodontics. And yeah, a lot of self. I probably got to work on the confidence a little bit. But
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Like, maybe it might look a little silly and everything, but like, girls find that shit like interesting. Like straight up, like I've been out on like a couple of like dates and gone out with girls and stuff, and I'm like, hey, you want to see something cool? Especially because I'm in like nursing school, so like,
Oh, sick, dude.
and I like smart women. Like I like women that like are actually into like something, especially medical or gym or whatever. And I'm like, hey, you want to see something cool? And they're like, what? And I go like, and then like, oh my god, what the fuck is that? I'm like, I split my jaw in half because I'm a psychopath. And like I'll like joke about it with them, and I'll be like, no, like I have breathing issues and like fix my breathing issues. But yeah, like I got metal in my mouth. Like I hope you don't mind. Like I'm kind of a cyborg. Um, but you could definitely use it to your advantage if you're just not like shy about it. Like some girls, you know how like girls like guys with glasses,
Yeah, yeah.
like
I don't
they
look good with glasses though.
no, but it's like this little cute little like nerdy add-on that like a girl sees and she's like, oh my god, like I love his glasses. And so if you're like a good-looking guy but you have this like imperfection, you can like use that to your advantage, you know? It kind
Interesting.
of builds your character. So if a girl's like, "Oh, you got cute braces," like don't think it's like, "Oh, this girl's telling me cute braces," trying to tell me like, "Oh, I look like a nerd." Maybe she just thinks her braces are cute. Maybe be like, "Oh yeah, like you want to see something cool," and be like, "Ah," and then she's like, "Oh my god, what does that tell me?" And the next thing you know, you're like deep in a conversation, and then I don't know, like she's talking about like, oh, she's had this health issue. Maybe she has PCOS. Oh my God, you have PCOS. That must be so hard. Like you can definitely use it to your advantage. Like when I had my tooth gap, bro, like yeah, it was kind of like embarrassing as fuck, but I just didn't care. Like I was showing people like my tooth gap all the time. I remember I went to like this one bar because I do Uber for work on the side, and I was
Nice.
bored and like I was outside of the bathroom, and there's these like group of girls, and I started talking to them, and then I'm like, "You guys want to see my tooth gap?" Like it was just like a conversation topic. And like your tooth gap, and I was like this, and I could fit a cigarette in it. They're like, oh my god, your tooth gap is so cute. I'm like, really? She's like, yeah, I really like it. I'm like, bet, give me your Instagram. you know,
Built-in cigarette holder, dude. That's tough.
no, straight up. So like, I don't know. I feel like with the whole like self improvement looks maxing community, like a lot of people are like really over analyzing themselves. Um, and a lot of people like the thing about it too is it's really intertwined with dating dynamics, because like for me, the expansion didn't just make me look better and feel better, but it let me actually see life properly without this brain fog, without this anxiety, without feeling like I'm having a panic attack
Yeah.
and like I'm sweating and I feel like literally like actual cortisol. Like, so once I got my expander, big thing that gave me anxiety was like approach anxiety, and I was like, oh, I'm able to breathe through it now. I'm able to like breathe through my approach anxiety and, realize like who gives a shit. But before, like everything that made me anxious would like set me off and I couldn't breathe. I wasn't getting oxygen. I was
Yeah, dude. That's something I want to work on more because like we were talking about, breathing's a lot better. I still feel like I'm not breathing enough. Like I'm still shallow. I have a feeling it's like my diaphragm's weak or something because I haven't been taking like enough air in my whole life. So I do have a appointment with a doctor who like focuses on all that next week. So I'm really interested to see like what exercises I can do to build up my diaphragm and kind of straight. I have some like weird body asymmetry in my rib cage going on too for like
do
the
you have
longest
like the
time.
convex rib cage?
I have like on this side it's not even like it is like this side like sticks out and this side's kind of like coming in, which is fucking weird.
That's
It doesn't
interesting.
it doesn't look weird. Like you can see my abs. You can kind of like this one of the abs pokes out a little bit more than the other. But like once I tense my core up or whatever, like when you're walking on the beach, you like kind of flex a bit. It
Yeah.
looks fine. Like it doesn't really bother me aesthetically, maybe a bit, but it's something I definitely want to work on. It's called so this therapist is a PRI, postural restoration, and they really focus on like your body asymmetries. So in this guy, Dr. Frank Mallon, he's very awake to how your bite trend like reflects down your whole body. So I don't know if you can relate to this, but since the MARPE and since I've been out of occlusion, I wake up every morning with like super tight shoulders because I guess I'm sleeping like this, you know?
Mm,
So I wake up and it's like I try to widen out like that. And also you have like really nice traps and probably your back muscles are jacked. So it pulls it like back. So you don't have that problem. But my shit's weak. So I just got back into the gym in the past few months, but I hadn't really worked out for like 2 years before
damn.
that. So I kind of
How
like was
come?
doing drinking, smoking, and being a lazy sack of shit, pretty much. Like,
Okay.
not focusing on myself.
But you're in school, right?
Yeah,
You
I did a
said you
double
were in
major, and now I'm
class.
in grad school. So,
You telling
yeah,
me about your class that you guys are like talking about MARPE or something, right?
dude, I wish college low key is such a scam, but I'm getting through it. I'm excited to graduate.
It's okay, bro. At least you're not in a $150,000 accelerated nursing program. It's bad.
Dude,
It's bad.
nurses make bank though. Like late stage nursing, you can be making like 200K a year, and people who actually need nurses is the thing. Like I'm in
What's your
school
major?
for my major is international business and management, and then my grad school is in mapping. So mapping analytics, data analytics, but I
So they
kind of
kind of go
got
together.
yeah, I kind of got sold like a bill of goods, like, oh, there's going to be all these jobs and stuff. And when I researched it, it was like, yeah, this field's really emerging, but yeah, not a lot. I don't want to sound like I'm making excuses. I have a full-time job in another industry, but like this mapping stuff, like I feel like you can now go into ChatGPT, feed it your data set, and say, make me a map, blah blah blah, and it just do it instantly and totally take away. Not to like use the AI excuse, but I'm definitely doing like I have social media freelance on the side that I'm doing. I'm making good money, and I got like this full-time gig in the exhibit industry, so like trade shows and
Nice.
conventions. So I'm doing stuff like that. But yeah, school
So they
is
got a lot
draining.
going on outside of school, kind of as like a backup.
Yeah, I do because you have to, man. Like if it's nursing is a full-time thing, like really full-time. You can't really have something on the side. I get that, but I tell people like
You
You got
kind of
a
can actually.
you got your Uber shit going on, right?
No, no, no. But like, a lot of nurses work 3 days a week, 12-hour shifts.
Damn.
So I don't know if you have a point to make because this is kind of like a little tangent I'm gonna
Go
go
ahead.
on.
I lost my point. It's gone.
No, no, no. Figure out your point.
Just no, that's my own personal frustration on like where I'm at and like not I don't want to be sitting in front of a computer, you know, and I feel like that's what the mapping shit was. And I'm
Yeah,
realizing that now. So I'm in an accelerated program, so it was only a year for grad school. So I finish up in May. I'm just ready to kind of be done and have that on my resume and like maybe use it in the future for some stuff, but I don't want to be like on a computer making maps for the government or for, you know, like a crappy
for
company.
hosting.
Yeah. But no, please go ahead and with your tangent, man.
Okay, so like, dude, I've like had a whole like big plan around this whole like MARPE and jaw surgery thing. So, and a lot of it is like kind of deep rooted into like kind of shit that's happened in my life and like my psyche. I don't know if this makes sense, but basically, like partially the reason why I wanted to be a nurse was because I could be a travel nurse and it gives me flexibility to live wherever I want. Also, I'm gonna graduate around the time I get my surgery with my program. So like I graduate in August. I'm supposed to get my I apparently I'm gonna get it early in December. But
Nice.
I was planning to do it right after I graduate. So while I'm like still on the job search, doing all these applications and blah blah blah, um, I have my jaw surgery and I'm healing. And basically the goal was to like graduate nursing school and then become like a maxed out Chad and to become a travel nurse and get the fuck out of like LA and to like reinvent myself completely. Um, which I guess you can see how that could like be because of like how I think of things. Because dude, I'm like tired over here. Like I want to get out and like live a new life, and I completely want to like reinvent myself. And so part of this like whole looksmaxing like self improvement thing is like also playing a role with my school so that I could like because when you're tied down by like a community or by like people or cultural norms and standards, it's very hard for you to actually figure out what you want to do, what you want to be, and all this. So like I'm just gonna ascend and leave my day ones behind. Not
Dude, that's
actually,
a sick plan.
but that's like a
That's a
plan
sick
I
plan.
kind of have going on.
Dude, I mean, not a lot of people have a plan. It's like, I feel like college kind of was something totally different than I thought it would be. And my plan, if you ask me, like before college, I was like finance. I switched my major. I was going to be finance. I'm super into money, stocks, Bitcoin, whatever. And
Mhm.
now it's like I totally lost interest just because of like, I figured out or like I realized the Fed just prints all this money and like we have no control over
Yeah.
whatever. And it's like, all right, I want to do something else. So I did international business because I also want to travel. Like I love to
How old are
travel.
you?
23. We're around the
Oh,
same age, right?
yeah, we're the same age.
Sick. Yeah. Like I want to travel. I want to fucking live life. Like I love cruises. I want to make money and like hop on a boat and just chill and then like come
That'd be
back and like work and then maybe like fly somewhere or whatever. But yeah, like that's you have a good plan. I think a lot of people our age like lack that plan. They're just fucking scrolling on social media and shit and not fucking focused or zoned in. But I don't
yeah.
know if I consider myself like a looks maxer. I'm definitely trying to like maximize my looks through this stuff, but
I
I do
think for
find that
like
whole
look.
community like pretty toxic.
Oh, for sure, for sure. It's so like black and white, you know, the whole looks maxing thing. Um, And I feel like most of the looks maxers, when they're like getting girls, it's mostly from the clout, or like these recent clips, like
for
once
sure.
they've reached like a certain point of fame, it's not even their looks that like matter anymore. It's just like their clout, you know?
Oh, I was showing or my ex like follow me on TikTok when we were dating, and like these looks maxers started popping up in her feed because she was, I guess, the hashtags I use or my
Mm.
videos, she was liking them and stuff. She was like, these people look kind of uncanny. Like some of them do take it a bit too far.
Yeah, some of them. But I feel like it's like a toxic community, but it's like kind of a net good, you know? I mean, I feel like a lot of it, like this whole like just be confident bullshit, it's a very real thing. Like just be confident. But the thing is that like you can't make someone who like wants to kill themselves like be confident, you know? So like if somebody is like suicidal and depressed and all this shit, like yeah, they could like go bullshit like being cool or some shit, but you need to like fix the root cause of if we're talking about like looks maxing to like look better to get women, unless you're looks maxing for other reasons. Like I like making videos. I want to look good in my videos. I've always been into video making, but I didn't start making videos till recently because now I feel like I like how I look on camera, and I'm not like
Yeah,
looking at myself and like micro analyzing myself anymore.
I
But like
relate to that. Yeah.
yeah, so like looks maxing is very good career wise because if you're afraid of like doing social media, and social media is such a big thing, like I'm a personal trainer, bro. Like I do powerlifting coaching, I do personal training, I've coached powerlifters, I've competed, but like it's very hard to like market this shit, or it's very hard to like walk around the gym and go get clients on the floor when you're sneezing your brains out and you have snot in your nose. So the MARPE's really helped with that, and it's you need to look good. Like there's people who are like naturally good looking who don't know shit about working out, and they just have like a little bit of muscle, and then they're getting all these clientele because they like see them and they're like, oh, this guy's a Chad, like I want to be like him. They don't know that the guy doesn't actually like know jack shit. So like it looks matters a lot, and like this is kind of like a point that you've probably heard a million times too, but it matters a lot for a lot of things. But like if you're looks maxing to get girls and you want to kill yourself because you hate yourself, like you can't just fake it, just be confident, bro, because there's like a deeper psychological issue that isn't just like looking good. Like a lot of people, like I'm not gonna lie, for me, like I didn't have really strong father figure in my life. And my mom can fill both roles. Like my mom's kind of like a little bit of a tomboy sometimes. So like she's really cool. Like I could talk to her like she's my bro, but I could also talk to my mom like she's my mom. And like I have my uncles and stuff who are cool, but like I didn't grow up with this like immediate strong father figure. And so I had to learn like how to think like a man and how to be a man. Cause like in my culture, you don't need to be good looking for a girl to like be attracted to. That's like gay. Like, oh, you're this Armenian guy is like good looking, like he's fucking gay or some shit. Um, but like there's a lot of like of this psychology and this whole just be confident thing. You can't just be confident if you're like an atrocious or think you're an atrocious. So a lot of people
Yeah.
have to actually work on themselves to look better. But a lot of people they also have like body dysmorphia, and a lot of people have to work on their psyche. And a lot of looks maxing doesn't talk about enough of like your self reflection that comes with it.
Yeah, man, I have friends that are exactly what you're talking about. Not like suicidal per se, but like depressed um because they think they're ugly and they can't get girls or whatever. And I try to tell them, I'm like, "Well, dude, you're not like that bad looking." I don't I say that and they're like, "Oh, it's easy for you to say you look great." But I think
Your
like
cheekbones are
maybe
out of
they
this world. Come on, Tanner,
I like
don't lie to me.
maybe I like maybe you need Marpy, bro. I don't tell them that. It's hard to fucking like recommend Marpy to people because it's in my case like it's $10,000 to $15,000 for Marpy and braces. So it's like
Same.
not everyone's got bands sitting around, and like in my case, I didn't even
Split your
know
jaw in
I
half.
dude, I didn't even know how I was gonna pay for this shit. Like I decided I wanted Marpy before I had a job and everything. So it
Literally
kind of like,
saying,
yeah, man, it's like I like believe in manifestation. Like I'm starting to really believe in it, but I don't want to sound cringy, but I kind of like manifested the money I have now because, and I'm not rich by any means, but once you start improving yourself and kind of go down that self-improvement path, improving your looks, improving your bank account, improving your body, like stuff like you were saying just starts coming naturally, and
yeah,
maybe it's pretty privilege or whatever, like you look good, so like you're just gonna get more in life. But there's something to that, like when you're done like wallowing in your looks or your depression or whatever, and you kind of just start like, and I've always been in the self-improvement since like as long as I can remember. I've always been like watching motivation videos when I was like 12 on YouTube in the morning to like get hype or
same.
whatever. But
Still
yeah,
running
like
wild,
yeah, man,
you know?
it's totally mindset. Like, and I was actually like blessed to have a really good track coach when I was younger who kind of like didn't let me get too insecure. And then I noticed like a lot of my insecurities came up when I stopped running track with that team. And it's like you do have to have like a good uh, good circle for
Yeah,
that stuff to kind of take off. And like you probably have a good group of friends, but like here, like for me, definitely like it gets like lonely because there's not a lot of people I know like myself around my community that are like doing stuff like we're
what
doing
city do you
in
live in?
lifting. I'm outside of Philadelphia, Westchester, Pennsylvania, if you've ever
I
heard of
think I've
it.
heard
But
of it.
yeah, we're like probably 30 minutes from Philadelphia, but
What's the community there that they're like? Because I've had a lot of issues too. Like, even though I live in LA, just because of like my culture, like the social media shit is like kind of taboo. Like, be careful what you do, what you say. You have to save face. Don't look too stupid. Like don't kind of like bring, like dishonor to your name or whatever, your family. Um,
yeah.
and a lot of that kind of conflicts with being a free individual, and then a lot of people too, they might fuck with it, but they don't want to participate in it. Does that make sense? So over here,
Totally.
like, I've been trying to break the stigma in this community of like posting these types of videos, and it's been working. But like I know how it could be. Like maybe you're friends with a lot of people, but you're not on the same frequency as a
Yeah,
lot of
that's
people.
definitely it. That's definitely
And
it, man. Like I don't do you believe in like personality types and shit? I'm like an INTP or INTJ. I kind of bounce back and forth. But apparently that's like 1 to 5% of the population. So I feel like it's very hard for me to connect with people that maybe my personality type clashes with or whatever. Um, I'm a bit of an introvert. That's what the I stands for in there. So
yeah.
like going out, approaching girls or whatever, going to the bar, it does not come naturally to me at all. So it's like,
What about
and
when it comes to you to like just talk to dudes, saying what's up?
yeah, I'm definitely like getting more into like saying talking to people at the gym or whatever, because for the longest times like put my earbuds in and like not even look at girls at the gym. Like I'm just zoned in on myself. I got like Lil Wayne blasting and I just
Yeah.
care about me. But like I definitely need to branch out and make more friends in the community like you're saying. And getting back to your point, like what's the community like over here? It's probably similar over there, but like very politically correct, like you were saying, watch what you say and you don't embarrass yourself or kind of like do something that's gonna say the N word and like fuck up your whole thing. It's like it's
Yeah.
literally that. It's like, watch what
Is
you
it a very
say.
like is it like a super like Protestant white community or something like that over there? Is that
Yeah,
what it's like?
lot of white, I guess. What do you mean by Protestant though?
Like just
Like
like are they super like duper Christian? Are they like really like over here like there's not really a lot of very religious like neighborhoods and stuff. Like other than like the Armenian community over here, like there's not really a lot of like super duper like religious communities, and like there's not a lot of like restrictive communities, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I mean,
Like is
what's
this
your
more like
religion, if you don't
I'm
mind me
Christian?
asking?
I'm Christian.
Same. I was raised Catholic. I guess like the strictest of all of them, or in a way. But I wouldn't say like people are super religious. They're just more like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just like projecting too much and shit. But
Maybe because most of the time nothing is really that bad, you know? Like we kind of like psych ourselves out. And for me there's definitely been like some like hard times, I'm not gonna lie, but I just train myself because like I already have my like jaw surgery set, and I'm also like getting a hair transplant at the end of the month. And it's like
wow.
finally like seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Like the tunnel is almost there, like we're almost at the light. But like I kind of just trained myself to like block out that like negative emotion. Like, oh, like I feel this way, blah blah blah. Like, dude, last week I went out with this girl. She like rides horses. We like fed her horse. She told her whole family about me, and she's Armenian, but she's like more whitewashed, which is like my type. Like very carefree, very like bubbly. Like I was like, oh, this girl is the one, and then she like ghosted me after, and I got like super upset. And I'm like, all right, I don't have fucking time to like be super upset. Like I just gotta like move on with my life. Like life doesn't stop just because like one girl I thought was the one like wasn't the one. Like life doesn't stop because like I fucked up my beard or I got a bad haircut. Life doesn't stop because like my surgery is like postponed, or like the world keeps spinning whether you're chopped or you're not chopped. So it's like you just gotta live it and make the best of it and like maximize it, and then eventually everybody can like get to where they want.
You have a really good mindset, dude. You brought up the hair stuff, and actually, like you probably wouldn't have guessed, or anyone would have guessed, something I struggled with a few years ago. So I kind of want to go into that, do like a little side tangent.
Hmm.
What's your opinion on finasteride, minoxidil? Like, fill me in because there is such a big like thing about that in the online. Like, people either think it's awesome or it's like this drug that's gonna fucking crash your masculinity and shit.
Let's see if I could find my prescription.
Let's go. Hold up. I want to grab mine now. Give me like 1 second and we'll come back.
How's your piss?
Amazing.
But should we completely restart the question?
Yeah, all right.
Question.
Yeah, so we were you brought it up a few times, but hair loss. I'll say it again, like it's something I struggled with the past few
Let's see your
years. I mean,
hairline.
my temples were totally starting to go. I mean, looks fine now. It's not crazy. I'm just super hyper aware that they
Yeah.
were they were starting to fade, and I was it was probably like a little bit of telogen effluvium or whatever, and I don't know, but I was definitely losing the temples. Went to like, okay, so I'll give like a bit of backstory without going too deep. There's some stuff like we can talk offline about that I don't want recorded, but like my genetics are not great for hair loss. So when I started noticing that shit, it was like a big awakening and like a punch in the face. Like
For you.
I always had this like curly, nice hair in high school, and then when I started like balding in a college, I was like obsessed. I'm talking about like obsessed with this shit, dude. So
You're looking up like hair cafe videos all
yeah,
day.
dude, he is the goat, dude. He's the fucking goat. Him, there's
Shout
like
out to hair cafe.
Shout out to our guy. Like he probably saved me more than anyone. There's also this black dude on YouTube, like KWRX, I think, or I'll pop if I remember. I'll try to pop it up or link it. But he does like super. He sounds like an AI bot. Like you never see his face, and he just like goes into research papers and stuff. But I'll show like
Would you
him and
send
Hair Cafe put me on the 5 AR blockers. So I'm actually on Dutastrad now.
Oh shit! I was on
So
the whole the the boss of them.
dude, I went full Dutastrad master race because I was on finasteride probably 3 years ago. I started it, and I felt like, oh my god, my hair is getting thick again and shit. And then I got into my head about my dick not working. I stopped taking the finasteride for like a month or two, and the hair, like finasteride gets out of your system pretty fast, and then probably like the seasons changing or whatever, your hair has like growth patterns. It's like you'll be losing a lot of hair and then you'll be growing a lot of hair. But I totally like fucked up by hopping off finasteride and then noticing like super bad hair loss after that. So started
Yeah,
on finasteride again, and then like doing more research with Hair Cafe and other stuff, and then realizing, okay, I know my genetics, I know what's gonna happen, and I am not fucking going bald. So I just hopped on Dutastride. I wanted to like go and like more place, more dates. I'm pretty sure is on Dutastride as well. He was like a big
yeah.
influence on my hair
I think
stack.
Club Killer takes it too, and like all the other looksmaxer guys.
Yeah, and I'll have people, or I don't think I haven't been too public about my hair loss until now.
You have
But
a photo of it because like your hair looks untouched.
thank you, dude. It's on my phone that's recording, but maybe I'll throw up some things. But you could see my temples were nuked. I was actually riding with my ex's dad in like a Corvette, topless Corvette that his friend was like letting us ride around in, and this was before I hopped on Dutastride and started minoxidil. This is the other thing I'm on too. So we got the minoxidil here. So these are like really the only two things that you need for hair loss, in my opinion. Everything else is kind of icing on the cake, like microneedling if you get into that, or I don't believe in biotin, but I do believe in like getting your nutrition right to kind of give your body the nutrients it needs to grow hair and shit properly. But back to my story, I'm riding in this topless Corvette. My hair's like getting blown back and shit. I look in the mirror, like the side view mirror, and I just see like a hole, like where my hair
Wait,
and my temple
is
should
it
be.
like bad as mine?
I'd say like
Do you see this?
no.
My hairline
It,
used to be this. It used to be like that.
no,
This is all
mine wasn't that progressed. I think our genetics are different. You're definitely
my genetics are horrible for hair.
you're cover let me just tell you right now, you're covering it up like super well, to the
Yeah,
fact like to the point like, well, it's not for me to tell you, but like I would get a hair transplant if I were you. Like you're doing the right thing,
no,
bro.
I definitely am.
But I'm just saying like you're covering it up nice right now. My hair is way shorter than yours, so I could not really cover it up that much. I started like growing out the top a little bit more and shit. Like I'm really happy for you that you're on the finasteride, the 5 AR blocker, which is
Thank
like the first thing that you need to do to fix your shit. And
you.
I
Like,
yeah.
here, go finish because I'm gonna tell you like what I think.
Yeah, let me finish real quick. I just want to say, like, I hate the people that are like, finasteride kills your dick. It kind of nerfs you into like, do I sound like a feminine guy? Like,
No,
I've been
you
on
sound
this
like a
shit.
normal guy. You have a
Yeah, I've
crazy
been
jawline. Like you look pretty masculine, bro.
like, this shit did not fuck me up in any sort of way. Not to the point like, I don't not believe in post finasteride syndrome, which is like your dick shrinks and you can't build muscle and you're depressed all the time. I think DHT probably has like value and stuff, which is that hormone that causes baldness for those that don't know. But I definitely think it's underrated. It's oh no, the post finasteride system is over talked about. It's blown out of
Yeah,
the water. Like it's probably 1% of people that experience that shit. My dermatologist has never seen anyone with that shit. And I think that if, especially if you're to the extent that you're at right now, I think people would look at me and say you're fine, you're paranoid or whatever, and that's what people were telling me. But you literally like need to almost be like me and be fucking anal about it and catch it super early, because
or
if you
else you're
don't,
cooked.
or yeah, or else you're fucking cooked and you're getting like no fucking shade against you, but you're cooked
Yeah.
and you're getting a hair transplant. Like that's what happens.
Yeah.
That's what
Dude, like, bro, look, like, I'm I'm self-aware enough to know my hair is like highly cooked. I also am self-aware enough to see that I can cover it up. I also know that my best hair day with my cooked ass hairline now would get shat on by my worst hair day after a hair transplant.
yeah.
I also know like I will be like literally Giga Chad if I had a nice hairline.
Fuck
So
yeah.
like dude, I'm gonna show you a photo of me when I was younger that's like not in the thing I sent you, but like when I tell you I really like did not look good before, like you're gonna like shit your pants, bro. Like this is me at like 18 years old with my after I buzzed my head and had a beard and just went full like COVID like incel.
Wow. Yeah. Looks way more far forward, bro. Oh
That's bro.
god.
That's me. Like nobody told me I looked like shit, bro. My parents didn't tell me I looked like shit. My homies kind of would, but they wouldn't like do it in a very constructive way. This is me, bro. This is
Different
literally me.
guy. Looks like a
Yeah,
different
and
guy,
so
man.
but like if you look, my this is me at 18. My temples were already fucked.
It
I
looks,
just
but that looks good compared to where you are now, man.
I think it's the same. Maybe it's a little better because obviously it has progressed. But
Yeah.
like
And I'm
so
super sensitive to that.
I started doing RU58841
Mm-hmm.
topically and it actually worked like really well. Like my hairline is not that bad here, but you could still see like the temple is kind of gone.
Yeah.
It was more so this and not this, you know?
Right.
And now it's a lot more steep.
Right.
Um I started doing RU58841 and then I started also doing minoxidil and then very quickly like I had very nice hair. And before I buzzed it, it wasn't like horrendous, but it was like very noticeable to me and like my parents were like pointing that shit out. Like let me let me find like a photo of me with my maybe forehead exposed.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
you're looking for that. Like, you're lucky you had people. You said your parents were like telling you, because
My
people.
mom slightly pointed it out, but I didn't really realize how bad it was. I was like, whatever. I heard that like buzzing my head would make it grow back thick. It's such bullshit. But like I used to have really nice hair in high school. Like it's very thick. It's my hair is very like dark and let me see. This is like I don't know.
It
I used to
looks
start
still
doing it.
looks thick, man. It's probably your genetics too, but yeah, the recession, like that. When I started noticing my recession, it fucking killed me, dude. Damn.
I had like really thick, voluminous hair. It's like it's not as curly as yours, but it's like loose curls. And
Wow.
so like my fam told me it's thinning out, and so I was like, okay, if I like buzz my hair, it'll grow back thicker. And then I was like, you know what? Like I'm super insecure about it. Let me go watch all the More Plate More Day and Hair Cafe videos, like
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
YouTube. And so I hopped on RU58841 and like I had crazy hair growth coming back. I mean again, like I still didn't have like style at all. I was bloat max, but like you can see my hair is really thick.
Right, yeah, crazy.
But
And the
looking
hairline
back,
is looks nice in that. Dude, you're gonna like you were saying, bro, the glow up after the hair transplant, it's gonna be insane. Like 6 months to a year after, you're gonna like be thanking the Lord you did that thing, man.
yeah, for sure. Like I'm excited to do it. But this is like, oh my god, this is such a stupid photo. I'm gonna pull up. It has like a dumb Snapchat caption that I don't want like on here, but
Yeah, just
um
cover it or whatever.
I basically I ended up hopping off of it, partially because I was just really depressed at the time and I thought it was being caused by that, but it wasn't really being caused by that. It was just like, oh, I'm in high school. Everybody I know has like had a girlfriend, they go out to parties. All I do is lift weights in my home gym, and I was really strong. I was like getting coached by Elliot Atwell, who was like David Lade and whoever's ex-coach. Like I was
Wow.
freakishly strong for my age, and I would have like competed in high level powerlifting, but COVID messed it up. So I was really upset that all this powerlifting went to waste. I was really upset that my hair was thinning. I was really upset there's no high school, and I was really excited that year to like get out of my shell. I'm like, maybe I'll go to parties and like I'll get laid and this and that. But so I ended up my hair ended up growing back, and then started I went somewhere where an exchange was made to help me overcome a certain milestone, and it was a great time. It was a very great time, honestly. I regret going though, because I feel like it kind of was more of an instant gratification thing than actually like making a human connection. But I after a while, I'm like, this is too much to put on my head. Maybe I'm getting depressed. Let me start finasteride. And then I got really into my head about post finasteride syndrome and all that shit. And I'm like, I'm 19 years old, 18 years old. Like, maybe I can't talk to girls because I'm on this medication. Maybe like this and that, and blah blah blah. Like, I mean, my dick worked fine, bro. I was horny as fuck all the time, bro. I was beating my shit all the time, but like insane amounts. Like I was insanely horny like all the time, but I started thinking the depression was caused by finasteride, and so my hair was looking really good, but I thought the finasteride was causing my depression. I hopped off finasteride, and then I started losing my hair, and now it's like where it is at now, where it was like pretty, decent before. It was a little bit up there, but now it's like pretty progressed. And I think me falling for this like finasteride syndrome bullshit like caused me to lose so much hair. But now that I'm back on it, I kind of like placeboed myself again the first like maybe 2 3 weeks, but now I've been taking it and I don't feel like I'm taking it. Like maybe I had a little bit of like brain fog or whatever the first like week or two, but like it's gone. Like I feel great. I feel normal. One thing happened recently though, where I had a little bit of doubt in my mind now about finasteride, which is, do you know what your frenula is?
No, explain.
It's like the tendon on your dick.
Oh, oh,
Like
okay.
you,
Yeah, I
you
think I've heard
flip
this,
your
but no, explain.
if you like flip your hog like this way, or you turn it over, there's like the tendon that connects the like tip to the foreskin or the shaft. I don't know if you're circumcised, but like that doesn't matter. So I ended up tearing my frenula because
Dang.
I had phimosis as a kid, which is like basically your foreskin tendon is like very tight and you can't pull your foreskin all the way back. So I had phimosis as a kid and it was still mostly like untreated. So basically I had a experience recently that tore it, and it was like crazy. Like my shit was like bleeding everywhere. I'm bleeding out of my
Fuck.
dick, bro. What the fuck? Don't clip this
Freaky.
part. But like
No, 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 no.
don't clip me bleeding out of my dick. But like so I ended up tearing it, And then since I tore it and it healed, I actually tore it again, and now I have full range of like my foreskin. Like I could fully pull it back now, which I've never been able to do. I know TMI, but it goes into the finasteride. So now that I have so much more surface of like new surface for new sensation, um, and it's very sensitive. Now recently I used my thing and it was like weird. I'm like, why is this like caused by finasteride? Like, am I like overly sensitive, causing me to like speed up this process or something? Um, but I don't think it's being caused by the finasteride. But there was this recent experience that weird penis issue I'm having has started right after taking finasteride. So I can't like fully say, but if anything, technically finasteride increases your testosterone by like roughly 10%. And I started taking zinc and boron and like D3. So like my testosterone should be like maybe like 20 to 30% like elevated above its normal baseline. And I feel great. My mental clarity and drive has never been better. I mean, there's so many people that like overly obsess about the chemical testosterone instead of thinking about, hey, are these like expressions of testosterone being made? Like you can have low test, but you could be very masculine in your thought process. You could be jacked. You could have a big dick. It works great. You could have like, a beard. So like I feel like a lot of people are too focused on like the biomarkers of certain things instead of actually looking, hey, is this being expressed properly? Like I could have like 200 nanogram test, but like for me genetically, like I'm just going to have a beard or something like that. So I don't know. I feel like too much people are like trying to self-diagnose themselves instead of like just seeing it for how it is. Like, okay, let's say you do get the slightest bit of brain fog from finasteride, like whatever. Just maybe you can overcome that by maybe getting 5 extra minutes of sunlight, maybe having a little bit more coffee, maybe you're going to start doing more cardio and having better blood flow to your brain. And most people on finasteride are like super fucking depressed about their hair. And for me, I felt like when I was popping the finasteride, it was like every time it was a constant reminder. I'm 18 years old taking hair loss medication, and
Hmm.
that's not a healthy like mindset. So I hop back on it and I feel great. I feel fine. I'll pop one right now.
Let's go, dude. Wait, let me pop a DUT live on the pod.
I was actually wanting to get dutasteride because I heard you could take it a lot less often, and you it reduces your like acne.
I've loved it since I've been on it. I think, yeah, TMI it probably made me like way more horny or whatever. Like that's been crazy. My test like probably was around 700 when I got it tested last time, like end of last year. It was like 947 was where I was at. And then
Damn, good.
I don't. That's my total test. I know what really
Not
matters
free
is the free
test
test. I can actually like probably look it up real quick.
because the boron. I'm taking boron, and apparently that like frees up your testosterone.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about boron. But there's other things in my hormone profile that like I feel like dutasteride messes with. Like I have high SHBG, which binds up your test. So like that's kind of fucked, I guess. But is it really? Have to log in and shit. But
And
yeah,
frozen.
I would say sorry. I would say fucking stay on that, dude. Look into dutasteride too. I did this whole thing where I I had to transition, and that RX or the WKRX guy like has this really good protocol on his YouTube channel um, that goes through how to switch from finasteride to dutasteride, and you have to really be careful because you're not supposed to take all of them at the same time. Um,
It's gonna
which
mess
is
up your hormones.
yeah, it can it might not, but it can at the same time. Like it's very like when I was trying to get the prescription, they're like making sure that I wasn't taking anything else. But let me see if you can see
I was
this.
actually debating on before I go to Turkey if I should hop off finasteride and purposely lose as much hair as possible so that it could be replaced with, resistant hair. And I'm like, whatever. I'm just gonna hop on it to see how I tolerate it.
Yeah, I would say don't do that because I think you want to keep what you have, and then like because once it's gone or once it starts to thin out, it's really hard to get back. But here you can see I have high SHBG, not super high. It's a little bit above range.
Well, what's your
Um,
test?
Test is
Your pre-test is good though. So
947 for 947 for total, and then 119 for free.
your free test is still pretty high.
It's chilling. Like estrogen's probably a little higher than I would like. It's like at the top of the reference range, but then you have to realize that
But like, does it matter though?
right, it doesn't matter because and also the dutasteride is raising my testosterone and testosterone converts into estrogen. So you just have more test that's getting converted into more estrogen. But yeah, like you were saying, there's things you can take: boron, magnesium, zinc. I used to be like a few months ago really on the supplement game and like kind of fell off of that. I do want to get back on it, but I think yeah, what you take in your nutrition directly relates to all that stuff.
So
Damn,
right
you're
here.
on it, bro.
So I'm actually like, this is gonna sound really cringe, and honestly, it is kind of cringe. But I was like, fuck it. Um, I'm actually like part of Clavicular's like paid like looksmaxing clientele thing.
Dude,
Uh,
fill us in. What is that like? Cause I didn't know if it was a scam or what. I've only heard about it. So,
I don't want to say too much. Like, there's definitely like things to benefit off of, but a lot of it is like you could just find it from like watching his videos on YouTube and like going a little bit deeper dive. A lot of it is like hard maxing, like surgery. Like I'm already getting, double jaw surgery. I'm already getting a hair transplant. That's gonna kind of cover most of the bases. After that, it's like you can hop on tests. You can do a lot of skincare. You can like get tanner or whatever, or like dye your hair, stuff like that. But right now, I'm on one thing I've been taking. A couple of things on top of that is I'm taking beta carotene, which
hmm
naturally I'm like tan. I have like olive skin tone, so like I'm very tan, but like also like I'm also like really white, so like we tan very easily. We have like the Mediterranean tan genetics, but it's like beta carotene gives your body more like orange hue, like more of a lively glow. And then I'm on astaxanthin, which is like a very powerful antioxidant, like way stronger, like a million times stronger than like vitamin C. I've noticed the astaxanthin helps out a lot with like this weird like inflamed feeling. It helps with it. um Beta carotene has definitely like helped my skin glow more. The D3, I feel better taking it. The zinc, the boron, I think I feel better taking it. One thing I recently realized though is like I feel like I'm just kind of burnt out because I'm like cutting and I'm not getting like a lot of as much sleep as I should. But I'm also like slightly under eating. But I've been like following. a little bit of like the protocols. I mean, I started doing like eye exercise, like, you know, I tried that
Yeah.
out for a little bit. They definitely work. I haven't done it for a minute. This is just like my resting, like normal eye position. The eye exercises definitely work. I think bone smashing works. I tried bone smashing for like 3 weeks. I don't know how much worked, but I stopped because I don't want to bash my bones while I'm expanding it because everything is
Mm-hmm.
like unstable right now. Apparently my sutures kind of like opened up more during my break because I just started expanding a bit again. But when I expanded it again, the expander took like no effort to turn. So apparently now my sutures are like a lot more relaxed. So maybe I'm gonna get more like cheekbones out of my
Yeah.
expansion instead of just like cranking my mid face open. Um, but the whole like it's the being in the claviculars like looksmaxing thing. Like there's like a guy who like knows everything that clavicular recommends, and then he's like my looksmaxing coach, and we have like check-ins, and I don't really like need it. Like the guy even told me like, bro, you don't really need it. And I'm like, yeah, I don't need it, but it's like whatever. Like I want to make sure I have like a reason to stay on top of looking good. Kind of like how people get a personal trainer. You like, to make sure you stay on top of looking good. Um,
Yeah.
but like you can get by without it. Like most people need to lose weight, get tan, chew more gum, find a hairstyle that fits them better. A lot of people don't have nice eyebrows. A lot of people don't have like good facial hair. Just get more jacked. And then there's like more extreme shit like hopping on tests to like, you know, make your face like as dimorphic as possible and stuff like that. But I don't want to hop on tests.
Yeah. I think like the temptation's there for guys like us. Like I'd love to hop on tests and see what it would do, but again, I don't want to like go infertile. I don't want my balls to shrink. I don't want to be like injecting necessarily every day and having to worry about that. If I travel, like worrying about having like enough or whatever. Also the cost, like getting
It's
probably for
expensive.
us to get yeah, probably for us to get prescribed, like no one would really want to prescribe us testosterone at 23.
Oh yeah,
So
you
then
have
you're
that black market.
yeah, and then like what the fuck are you injecting into yourself then? So
I
no, I
could
totally
probably
agree.
find a pretty good source because like
Being in
I
LA for sure, yeah.
Yeah, like everybody is like on some shit. Like you go to any gym and it's filled with influencers. Like just be friends with them. But yeah, I think we're talking about this. A lot of people are like just trying to shortcut everything. I don't exactly blame them like shortcutting your looks maxing because like it makes such a crazy difference in your life when you like actually ascend. So it's hard to like tell someone like don't hop on tests when they're like super insecure and it's literally gonna change their life. But it's like at the same time, most people don't actually need it. Like there's diminishing returns of doing it. Like unless you have crazy bodybuilder genetics, you're probably not going to like get so much out of taking tests that's like long term gonna be like way better than just working out for a little longer, you know? Um, but like at the same time, I don't really blame people for like going to these extreme measures for doing it because even if you look great, like going to some extreme measures to look better still has like really high ROI. Like I remember first time I like saw Hexam Light or whatever he calls himself on my feed. Dude, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Like, he's like 6'5". He's like pretty good looking white guy. Like, why can't he get bitches? Like, why is he calling himself like a low high tier normie or whatever? But then I started watching a lot of his content and I realized, like, oh, like he's just a chud like us. And like he used to be chopped as fuck too. Like a lot of people see me and they don't think I used to be chopped as fuck. The same way like you could see him now and not think he used to look like, a Hasidic Jew, like a unkept Hasidic Jew or something with his like curly hair coming down or whatever. Um, but I started watching his content. I'm like, you know what, fuck it. Like this guy should. At first, I was like, why is he hopping on tests? Why is he getting MARPE? Why is he getting jaw surgery? Why is he doing all this? Why is he like saying all this shit online? I'm like, bro, like I realized I'm like, bro, he's just like me. Like I don't know why I'm like mentally like shitting on this guy who's like literally just
Yeah.
like me. He's just a little has like less inhibition to like post his thoughts. Like I used to post all of the things I thought about. That got me in like big trouble when it comes to like the dating scene over here. But no, like I don't know. I can't really judge people for taking tests because it's like it literally makes you more of a man. It does.
Yeah. Big 500, dude. Hex, like, I haven't watched too much of his content.
He seems like a really
I
genuine guy.
He does. I just like what threw me off about him. He was with my orthodontist, and I think she did like two marpies. I was like, why isn't this guy like splitting? And I think he
Mhm.
mentioned like I think what threw me off about him, he was like, oh, I like didn't really care about the marpie, and he just wanted like the results, and he was like, I just want to go down to Miami and party and get this like thing out my mouth. I was like, well, were you really were you really like turning it every day? Were you following the protocols? Like, because in my mind, like you should have, he should have split, dude. Like, I don't understand why he didn't. Um,
Maybe he just
but
has a
yeah,
lot of
I
like
don't know.
bone mass in his face.
That too, like, I don't know what he's taking. I know he's on tests now, but he might have like been on something before that upped his bone density to a crazy amount. And
Yeah.
where he also is like in his 20s, I think. So that's like the hardest age for someone to split, or like the older you get. But yeah, no shade against that guy. Like he definitely has some hilarious content. Like he's a genuinely
Yeah.
hilarious. Like he's so fucking funny, bro. Like cause
Yes.
I was watching some of his stuff on Instagram with him like cold approaching or just like out in public and stuff. I was like cracking up watching some of that stuff.
He's
I don't
funny.
think he needs to be on. Yeah, dude. It's. I don't think he needs to be on like injectables to eat less because I know he was or is on that. But that's like something I can't relate to because I've never been a bigger guy or had trouble with having too much weight. But I was like, you look fucking good, dude. You don't. Why would you need to be on something to curb your appetite? You know, I need to be
Yeah.
on something to eat more.
I feel like a lot of people like already look good and they kind of like bring themselves down a lot when like I think him specifically, I think he probably just needed to like go out more cuz like bro, he's like 6'5". Like life is easy mode when you're 6'5". Like you can talk to like any girl however you want. Oh my god, he's 6'5". Bro, you could be ugly as fuck. Like you could be a gargoyle and be fat as fuck, but if you're like 6'5", it's like, oh my god. But
How tall are you?
bro, I'm not tall. I'm like 5'8". I'm perfect
Not,
power
I
height.
think I think you're cooked if you're like 5'7", 5'6", like you're not
Trust
that
me, bro,
stuff
that
gets like
shit does not matter. I have
yeah, it
friends
doesn't
that
matter.
5'6", 5'5". They have like insane pull, but they're very good
It's all
looking.
about confidence, bro.
They're
It's
very
all
good
about
looking and
confidence.
they're extremely confident and they have very good game. Um, some things people can't learn though. Like some people just will never be able to like be a player like that and like learn game like
Yeah.
that. And like
Yeah. I
not everyone has a face card to like cover up being like short, but dude, like people kind of over they look too much into their flaws instead of just like being fuck it, you know?
yeah. Yeah, I definitely don't want to put that number. I didn't mean to like say if you're 5'6" below, you're cooked. Like, not at all. If
Just gets more
obviously like
difficult.
yeah, obviously there's a problem with girls like who care about that. That's what I mean. Like if you're around like a lot of the girls who care about that stuff, or you're on like dating profiles and a girl has like 6 foot or above in her like bio or whatever, like then you're cooked obviously. But just like swipe left and keep going because
I
she's
try
not who
not
you would want
really,
anyway.
I try not really to use dating apps. I was on Hinge for like a little bit, but then I got banned, and then it made me like really complacent and not improve my social skills. Um, Now I'm so like whatever to like approaching. Like, if a girl gives me any bit of anxiety to the thought of approaching her, that means I'm gonna go approach her, and I should approach her. And so like I've just been like, fuck dating apps. I'm just gonna like be a dog, like just be an absolute dog. A lot of women don't understand how like important it is as a man to know you got it. Like, if the guy who's a player that has a girlfriend is probably gonna cheat, less likely to cheat than the guy who gets no bitches and then gets a girlfriend. Because the second the guy gets a girlfriend, a lot of other women are gonna be like, "Oh, he has a girlfriend. Let me get him," and then he's gonna be so easy to bring his guard down. He's gonna be like, "Oh my god," like, and then he's gonna cheat. But a lot of women don't really understand. Like, you need a confident guy who's like been through it to like be confident in the fact he wants you, for sure.
Yeah.
You
What are
know?
some I know yeah, I know what are some of your like because I struggle with confidence for sure, always have. I feel like going back to the face development or jaw development, um, having a underdeveloped jaw and a longer face and whatever, like recessed, when I was younger, definitely had an impact on how people treated me and how I felt
Yeah.
and my confidence level. So if you could give some like confidence tips to me and other guys, like what do you do to like improve your confidence because it's hard to say like just go up to the girl and start talking because you can sound like a dumbass sometimes when you do that shit.
So, I used to be like super self conscious. I mean, I showed you the photos. Like, I was an atrocious. Like, all of my friends in high school used to like call me a terrorist, and it's like, I'm not even Arab, but like everyone thinks I like look like a terrorist just because like I'm like buzz cut with the big beard and all that. I look ugly as fuck, but um, I mean, I'm not like a professional on the matter, but I was
Yeah.
talking to one of my friends recently because he's like a server at a restaurant, and he's a good ass looking guy, and he's uh he's actually like part Arab, and I'm like, he was afraid to call a girl that she left her phone number on the receipt, and he was afraid to call her. And keep in mind, he has he hasn't had like past experiences to make him feel this way. He's had a lot of validating experiences, let's just say. But I'm like, bro, I'm like, he's Christian too, but I'm like, dude, like, you're Arab. Like, in these Arab countries, they'll like fucking rape a woman and think it's okay. And your bitch ass is like afraid to like call a girl after she left her phone number. And I'm like, think about that. I'm not saying this other thing is a good thing, but I'm just saying, like, dude, back in like my dad's days, your dad's days, whenever my grandpa's, like, a man was actually like being a man. Like, a man didn't give a fuck about like what a woman thought. Man didn't They didn't have social media, to have like all this like bad mouthing your name and all this like oversharing and all this clout chasing. It was Shit was simple back then, and the woman respected the man. And if you think about it, like, even if she's like a Viking, like a Valkyrie, like she's like some like 6 foot whatever, like giant jacked woman, like she'll still get curb stomped by a man. Like let's say if we were talking about like physical combat. And on average, I'm not gonna lie, like this I'm not trying to say this like sound like a woman hater. Like I think women are great. I love women. But it's just like as a man, you have every advantage over a woman. You're less emotional, you could think logically, you're stronger. I don't know about smarter, but I would say more like we're just more logical beings. So why are you gonna let this like 5'2" Latino with attitude make you feel like shit? You know what I mean? Like you could fucking compress her and squash her like a grape, and like she's probably retarded. Like once you start talking to her, you'll realize she could be like retarded as fuck. A lot of girls are like losers in bad bitches' bodies. A lot of them haven't had like, I mean, I'm not to like dehumanize them because maybe I shouldn't say what I was gonna say this way, but like I feel like a lot of women haven't had like a lot of like super deep like meaningful experiences in their life where like they actually had to like become self-aware and self-conscious and like think higher, think of like at a higher altitude. So when I hear someone, because I used to be like, how do I talk to girls, like how do you talk to them, like I don't get it, I don't get the social norms, I don't get like what's okay to say, what's not. And that's one thing where you just literally don't know what to say and like you have no charisma with them. But like the way I always explain it is like, dude, they're nothing special. Like that random girl you think is really cute, like she goes home and her like mom and dad yell at her and tell her she can't go out, and her brother like fucking shits on her by like making fun of her, and she has the same life issues as you, and like she's hella emotional and all this shit, and she's nothing perfect. Like she dolls her face up and like is low key a narcissist. So like there's no point to like think a woman's like way above you and then you like not go about like approaching them or like telling them like, hey, this is this. Like I had this girl not too long ago, like I told her, I'm like, we're nothing serious, and she was like bad. Like she was this like redhead Russian chick whose mom was like a model. Like she was a baddie, but I told her, I'm like, I'm not your boyfriend, I'm not marrying you. She's like, okay, well, make sure just tell me like if you're gonna see other girls. And I'm like, why do you care if I'm gonna see other girls? Like I told you, I'm not your boyfriend, I'm not gonna marry you, this is casual, blah 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 blah. But but like back then, like men had way more control over women, and there wasn't this whole like feminist civil rights thing. And so I don't know, like you can like look in the mirror and like have all these affirmations and like think you look good, and of course like thinking you're attractive to a woman is very important. But it's also just to like look at it and be like, this is a human being, and like I'm low key superior, not in a narcissistic way, just like I'm low key superior to this girl. Like even if she's a baddie, just tell yourself like, okay, well I'm a man. Like I have balls, I have testosterone. Like it is not your job to care if a woman feels uncomfortable when you approach her. It is only your job to make sure that you either bag it or you don't. And if you don't, you're still a gentleman about it. But it's not your job to feel bad or to like feel insecure. If a woman wants to feel weird after you approach her, if she wants to be like a bitch, if she wants to just like, oh my god, that guy approached me, like what a weirdo. Like that's on her. You shouldn't care what she has to think. You know.
Yeah.
I
Some
don't know if
great
that was like
advice,
an
dog.
incel. I don't know if that was an incel tangent or something, but yeah.
No, I think it's I think incels like do care, and I've definitely slipped into that aspect where you just read, or like I would read way too much into what a girl would think, or care way too much about what they think, where it's like, you're right, it doesn't fucking matter, we're guys. And it's like, my life isn't fucking determined by a girl walking by me in the hallway in seventh grade and saying "ew," like it's
Yeah,
not, but
yeah,
that's
like
something
when
that happened to me, and it like fucked me up for so long, probably subconsciously. And now I look back on that, I'm like, she doesn't matter.
she
Like,
was probably flirting with you, maybe, who knows?
who,
You know?
dude, who, but like, not even the type of girl I'd want to date, like, in terms of looks and stuff. Like, totally not attracted at all. But I fucking cared because, I don't know, like you were saying, like, our culture now puts way too much credit into, like, girls being uncomfortable or whatever. It's like, as long as you're not a fucking creep or pervert, like, literally, and that's why they're uncomfortable, like, the whole trend, it was like a thing a while ago where girls are like recording guys in the gym just like doing their own thing, and they're like, he's looking at me, or like something weird. It's like, this
If
guy's
I got
fucking minding his
caught,
own business, like.
if I got
Come
caught,
on.
I'll just go like this. Hey, good punch. But like, I don't know, it's kind of a complex topic. I mean, again, I'm not a professional, but like, I don't know, you just have to like not care. Like, I my dating life was really bad again because I was brought up like super whitewashed, but I look really Armenian, and I've kind of like I've moved around a lot my whole life. Like I lived in like five different cities from like elementary school to high school. So like I never had that normal like growing up with people and developing with them. It was like, oh, like now like, oh, I'm getting to the age where I'm getting like horny and I want to start talking to girls, but then it's like, oh, we're gonna move you to a completely different city and you're gonna be socially anxious wherever you go. um but like because I moved back and forth so much, I didn't like develop with these people, and I had to like learn social norms as I go. So like whenever I'm in a more like normal community over here, like I feel fine. But then when I started like going out more in like this Armenian community, I started realizing like there's so much like people facading like their personality. There's so much like bullshit. There's so much of these girls like get like too much shit tests, too much like lies, too much like pretending they're like good girls when they're not, whatever. And I'm not trying to like rant about like the community over here because I still think a lot of these things are like a net good, but I had to get used to like the community over here, and it was really frustrating for me. And I got a girlfriend, and then I realized, oh, like she is not the one at all. Like she is definitely not the one. Like I don't want to bad mouth her because like it's I still have some respect for her, but also it's like I'll get like fucked over if I badmouth her like on like a video. But like I realized she was not the one, and there's so much better like women out here that like are giving me indicators of interest. But then I started going out with them, and it was just like overcomplicated with these like girls from my culture. And then I started posting a lot of these videos, and I started going to this nursing school that's like super Armenian, and it's all girls, and they're all like, they're all like rich as fuck. They drive to school in like a G wagon or like their M3 or whatever, and I'm just like a normal guy. I'm just like a normal guy, and I'm just acting like a normal guy. And then I started getting all these girls on the T app talking shit about me. I remember I took this girl out to like Barney's Beanery, which is like a really poppin' bar over here. And we got food and we like watched the election when Trump won. And like she really likes Trump too. So like we were like celebrating, like, yeah, like no more Joe Biden and like Kamala Harris. But like then I see her comment on the T app saying like I'm a weirdo and that she goes to school with me. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what did I do to you? And it's just like it's like whatever. Like, if my dating life is cooked, I have to like I guess go about it this way the girls are saying, which I'm like a player and I'm a piece of shit. If they're saying I'm a player and a piece of shit, might as well just be a player and a piece of shit. But like I stopped caring. Like I stopped looking at girls like they're this like special thing, and they're like cute and innocent and whatever, because like a lot of them are really not.
Yeah.
and I stopped like taking what they say serious. Nothing they say is serious, bro. Like I can't. I like if I'm out with a girl, like I feel like half the shit they say is cap. Like I remember I was going out with this girl. She's like, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't go out. This that blah 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 blah. And then we reached a certain milestone, and then I just stopped talking to her. And then the next day, she's like out drinking at a bar.
Yeah. They'll really switch up like that.
Yeah. So I told my friend, I'm like, bro, like people be doing like monstrous things to women that are actually fucked, but you're over here scared of like calling a girl. I'm like, you're dropping all this money on a girl, but she's like a hoe, and she's gonna ditch you because you're not making the move, and some other guy is.
Wow.
So I don't know. I feel like this
Yeah.
is turning into like a Sigma podcast.
It did. It morphed from MARPE into like self improvement, approach anxiety.
But
I
it's like
like.
it's all tied together.
Yeah, it's all
No,
connected, dude. Shit's all
I know
fucking
there's some
morphed.
women getting it, which is really interesting because I know women don't have these issues, so they probably see like these MARPE videos of like us saying like my Riz is better after I got MARPE. Or what the fuck is this guy saying?
Dude, I think about that like either people I knew in high school or like whatever people now, like women specifically finding my TikTok or my YouTube and being like, what the fuck is going on over here? But it's
Yeah,
like
a lot of
to the
people told me like it's weird to get this, but then I get it and my life improves, and they're like, okay, maybe you were right.
yeah, dude, I think like no one in my actual life was like people always say like what? Like you had orthodontics or you look fine or you're getting scammed. Like it's like the opposite of a scam, dude. I've gotten so
Not.
much value. Like my cost was 15K. I probably got like $100,000 worth of value out the fucking MARPE. Like people, you
Yeah,
know how much people pay for cheek implants and like for whatever,
those are
and I just like,
natural,
and it's all natural. It's not gonna
and it's
go
not just
anywhere.
teeth implants too. It's like your whole face just got like a Chad boost.
Yeah, dude, you saw my pictures. Like even my skin looked worse. It's probably with the oxygenation or whatever. But like you were saying, it like all around
Oh yeah,
improves your harmony and your whole fucking like health.
it's
Honestly,
not just like physically the bones. It's like your health markers are better too. You know.
yeah.
Let's see a photo, like an old photo of you.
All right, let's
I hope
I'm
we
gonna
got
open up
like
my.
I hope we got like good clips. I'm gonna have to dip out maybe in like 15 minutes.
That's cool, dude.
Um,
This we almost went 2 hours. It's been a great
I
talk.
know,
Honestly, we'll have to chat again.
but let's still keep going for a little longer.
Yeah, let me
What's some
pull up
things
my.
you specifically wanted to talk about though about MARPE? Let me
We
take my
covered a
phone.
lot, like so much. Let me see.
You
I'll
said
try
you
to pull
wanted
up
like
like a
to
picture of
work
me
out.
about what? Sorry.
You said you want to talk about like working out because like for me, after I got MARPE, bro, like my energy in the gym is so much better. Like I started doing legs again, and I've injured my lower back like 3 times, and so it's been a long
Wow.
time since I've done like barbell squats and deadlifts and had all this like blood pressure building up in my head and my face and like looking like a tomato. But like, and I still breathe with my mouth squatting. Like you kind of have to like, you know. But
Yeah.
dude, like even even my recovery time between sets has gotten so much better. My strength and my bite. You were talking about this earlier. Your bite affects your whole body. Like my right
Mm-hmm.
side of my face is more flat, and even though I'm right-handed, most of my left side is actually bigger. And so I'm
Wow.
like left. Even though I'm right-handed, I'm like left dominant. Like my, you can't see very well, but like my masseter is way bigger on the left side. My eyebrows different shape. My nose, my like triceps are like bigger. on the left. I don't know if you can like see, but like that's my
Yeah.
left arm.
But you're built, dude. Like, yeah, we can definitely. After I show my pictures, I want to talk about real quick before we go,
But
just
like I
like
have
working out in
issues.
general.
I have issues like flexing muscles. This is my left side, and then this is my right, and like I have issues like flexing muscles. Like I can't flex this muscle right. My rear delt on my right side doesn't really like work properly. Even with my quads, my right quad when I flex it, it's not the same as my left. Like my left quad is bigger. My left trap has always had a muscle knot. It's like a very
Wow.
tight muscle knot here. Everything on my left side is like just intensified compared to my right. And I think some of it was because I slept on my right side as a kid. Um, but it wasn't just like my face, it was like my whole body is like more left dominant when it comes to like muscles.
Wow. Yeah, that's that's something I want to work on as well. Let me show you this. So these are my senior pictures. So senior year, or like right before senior year of high school, we'll
Dripped
open
up.
some of these up. Like look at my face, dude.
Is that your natural hair color?
Um, I forget if I was like lightening it up at the time. It's definitely gotten darker, but it gets lighter in the summer for sure.
Bro, you like look so much better now.
Dude,
So
like
much. Your under eyes, your
smiling.
mandible looks way better too.
Like look at that, dude. Do you see like there's nothing there. Like
Yeah,
there's
nothing.
nothing there. Like,
You had like an
bro.
androgenic level of ascension. But
My aunt took this picture.
how much like looks maxed did you get after high school but before the MARP?
So it's hard to tell like how much looks max have I got. Um,
Like
I'd say
I
senior year.
senior
I'm gonna
year,
pull up senior year of high school. So like directly after this, I'm gonna sorry I exited out, but I'll come back here in a minute.
like
Um,
my whole life I've always been jacked because I've been working out very hard since a young age. But I just had this like Pepe the Frog like jawline my whole life. And so now it's like finally it's matching up. You look
so
good
that's me on my
there.
prom.
Your front profile is a lot
That
better than your side.
Yeah, like that, and I also gained a lot of weight. That's probably like 15 to 25. I know that's a big range, but 15 to 25 pounds heavier than I was in that first clip I showed you. So it's like, yeah, I definitely, it's also a better angle, more flattering. Um, Sorry, I keep removing it because actually it's like my whole photo album, so I don't want to,
You don't want
I don't want to like show
the four
random
times
shit,
a
you
day.
know? Yeah, I don't want like a dick pic slipping in or something.
Mis-
It's like,
Mr. Four times a day. Hey, your viewers are gonna
dude,
love hearing that, huh?
bro, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck is this freak doing?" But
Freaking man.
yeah, I'm just looking through my pics. Is like, I probably like you'd say I wouldn't, I didn't need keep fucking this up. I didn't need the Marpy or whatever. This shit
Yeah, like
isn't
a lot of
loading,
people
but
don't
you can see
need
the
to improve how they look, but like once they do, there's no going back.
dude.
You know?
Once you see the amount, like even like whatever I did, probably 3 to 5, somewhere in between that millimeters of expansion. Like it does not take a lot to look way better than even with like you were saying the even with the asymmetric stuff going on, like the net positive is it doesn't even like really matter in the scheme of things. And there's gonna be like, I think I was clipped on TikTok by this Asian dude who is gonna get MARPE, but he's doing like everything he can to avoid asymmetries and stuff, seeing like a cranio specialist and like getting all this stuff done and stuff. But he like, and at first it pissed me off, but then I was like, bro, it's like you have no idea how much my life has improved even with the asymmetry. And then you see this guy, and I'm not trying to like crap on him at all, but he's like a super underdeveloped face, and like part of that's genetic. Like Asians have flatter or like way flatter mid faces most of the time. Yeah, maxilla exactly. So it's like I don't even like he's probably gonna benefit from his MARPE, but it's like if you already have decent bone structure like I did, like you saw on my X-rays, the cheekbones it's just gonna accentuate. It's gonna be like the cherry on
Yeah.
top of your looks and shit.
I feel like, yeah, it's like if you really need it, like stop overthinking and just get it. Like I'm not saying go to a random marquee doctor. Like definitely, look into like reducing the chance of an asymmetry. But like a slight asymmetry is like not the end of the world. Like it's fine if you're like chatted out and like one cheekbone slightly bigger, like that doesn't not make you a Chad. If you're like chatted
Th-
out but your septum's a little off, doesn't make you not a Chad. You know,
yeah,
um, it's just it's like a little bit of a personality, like it gives your face
yeah. It
personality.
kind of adds flavor for sure.
Yeah,
And I was pissed off at that guy because I was like, he's saying I could have prevented the asymmetry. Dude, you look at my X-ray, you can
it was
see
already
it's all
there.
skeletal. Yeah, it's a skeletal. No amount of, and I'm 23, like we said, so no amount of like someone putting their fingers in my mouth and fucking like pushing on the sutures and shit is gonna even that stuff out, dude. Like you
Yeah,
can do all of that. Maybe if you have like if you're perfectly symmetrical and you're just like loosening the shit or whatever and trying to like make prep yourself for MARPE. I'm not saying it's like a load of shit, but in my case, it wouldn't have made that much of a difference if at all,
I
you know?
I think for me, the leaner I get, the less asymmetrical I look. Because I like when I gain fat, it like kind of goes like into my nose and like it goes into my cheeks and like my masseter is very big on this side, so it kind of like balloons up. And this one, like the fat doesn't sit well. Like I could gain weight and still have more of a jawline here, but I'll gain weight on the other side. I won't have any jawline. When I lean out, a lot of these asymmetries kind of go away. Like over here, this nasal bone, even though I look more bony with less fat, it's like less noticeable when I lose the fat. It's like if you
Yeah.
look good, like no one's gonna
Yeah.
care. But take your headphones off. I want to see what it looks like with your headphones off.
Bro, you're gonna like the first thing I will say is I need that ear surgery or whatever. Like my ears have always been like I won't be able to hear you by the way, but
Hmm.
so
It's a
it's
little
like
more
yeah, I've
noticeable with the headphones off. Because
yeah,
like right now with
for
your
sure.
headphones on, it's not that noticeable. It's a little bit more noticeable with it off. But like still like big chillin'.
It's whatever, bro. I'll probably get like the autoplasty or the ear surgery down the line and I'll feel like way better. The asymmetry won't even bother me, you know.
Just think about it this
It
way.
definitely
There's like people who wish they had your cheekbones and like look at you and don't care that it looks asymmetrical. And are like, fuck, I wish I had like my cheekbones like this. And then you're like, fuck, like it's so uneven, but like I feel like
yeah.
people they like wish they could have your like nice uneven cheekbones.
Dude, like I appreciate everything you're saying, man, cuz and it was worse like in December I was pretty upset about the asymmetry, but then I'm just like it does settle to a certain extent and it will continue to settle over time like Ron talked about it. His left side I think like popped out way more than his right, So even
Mm-hmm.
he experienced that. And you look at Ron now, looks great. Like you wouldn't even notice until like he points it out that he had an asymmetric expansion.
Yeah, not at
Mine is,
all. Not at all.
yeah,
I
like
think
mine's
I
not
think the
severe.
masseter on your, I think it's mirrored, right? So it'd be your left side. I think
Yeah,
maybe the masseter on your left side just might need to get a little bigger, and then it would frame your cheekbone out more. Um,
yeah,
because like for me, I can't chew properly on my right side, so that's why my left side is bigger too. My like wisdom teeth are out, and so it doesn't bite normally. Um, but like I know I started chewing mastic gum a lot, and I noticed it's getting like more even, and it's getting more squared off. And I know the asymmetry, like you said, Ron's cheekbones were out here, and his lower jaw was like this, and then
yeah.
now he's like fully like square, like he has like the Quagmire jawline almost.
Yeah,
In
it's
like
insane what like gum can do.
yeah, I was on call with him, and I'm like, dude, you look so different from like your old videos, and like you're talking about your bite, like your jaws look completely even. Like it doesn't look like this one's like 10 millimeters bigger than this one. It's like yeah, like I just been working on it, and like now my bite and like my jaws and everything works in conjunction properly.
Yeah, I think the asymmetry is going to look a lot better once my bite is back. And that's what I noticed when I was really bothered by the asymmetry. Depending on like where I put my teeth, like
Mhm.
it totally changed how my cheekbones looked like symmetric wise. So something to look forward to, I guess, is like getting that bite back in alignment and having, and that's another thing I noticed too. Like before I got the bottom braces on, like I was telling you, my bite got totally fucked. Like I'd be at the gym, kind of like clenching a little bit, just lifting, and then I'd go on like Snap camera or whatever and look at my face. And when I would bite down and could tell that my bite was kind of coming back into alignment, the cheekbone just popped even more. I looked way better. So occlusion, like we were saying, has like a huge role into your face. So I am
Yeah,
like super hype to have occlusion again and have my teeth in a good natural bite and just be able to like rest my rest my teeth together and look like a Chad. Hope that's not cringy to say.
no, that's like how it's gonna come out. If you have a
Yeah,
good
I'm
bite,
hype.
it's gonna develop better.
Yeah, so like a big takeaway is like don't be super scared about the asymmetry issue. I think everyone, even like if you know, do you know Patty? Have you seen the snaps? He had the MSE.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I did a video with him
I'll
or a
look.
call
Send
with
me
him
his
on my YouTube
vids.
channel. He has like longer black hair.
This.
You might have
Oh, I was
seen him,
gonna
but
say. Oh, maybe you say what you're gonna say.
he texted me like, "Oh, I'm noticing an asymmetry." And I was like, "Dude, you look fine." Like it was after I went through my whole asymmetric panic and I got past it. I was like, "Dude, you're good, man." I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
just
some of
chill.
it is just looking in the mirror and not being used to it. You know,
Mhm.
because you have this image in your head and you're not used to looking different. Once
Yeah,
you identify with what's in the mirror, it's less startling. You know.
exactly.
But yeah, like I think a little bit of asymmetry is like whatever, as long as it's not like fully going one way.
Right. Yeah. There was
You
someone on Rod's channel from years ago who that happened to, and I was like worried that's what I was gonna be like, low key. But like you were saying, it's not that bad. So it's not something I'm like. Even if I don't get the jaw surgery, that which would probably help it, even out. Like I'm not that stressed about it.
yeah, the orthodontics can still fix a lot.
For sure.
But so key takeaways from today:
Yeah.
get the MARPE, stop
Do it if yeah.
overthinking, just do
Right.
it. Um, don't trip too much about inflammation or some asymmetry. If you're worried about the asymmetry, like stop turning and just like maybe give it some time and then realize hey, this is still a net benefit. And if you have any breathing issues with your nose, like it is gonna change your life, like for sure.
Right. Right. Yeah, definitely like consider the MARPE. I would say get it if someone like Audrey Yoon or Dr. Evans, like if they say you need it, like an
You need
experienced
it.
airway orthodontist, you need it. Like
Yeah. People
Dr.
would tell
Evans,
me like
yeah,
they're trying to scam me. And
yeah,
I'm
same.
like, bro, they're professionals. Like, what do you mean scam me? They're trying to take your money. And then I get out, I'm like, dude, this is worth so much more money.
Yeah, I'm like, first of all, they don't need your money. Like a top orthodontist does not need your money. Audrey Yoon doesn't need your money, bro. I just saw
A millionaire.
Audrey. She had a course, bro, and you know how much people pay to go see Audrey Yoon's course, and like she does not need your fucking money, guys. Yeah,
Yeah, no, she's balling, bro. She's up there, man.
she
She's like Stanford professor, bro. She doesn't need money.
she
And as
just
a
wants to help people like us, dude. That's the
bro,
thing. She just
Audrey Yoon
likes to
is
do
such a
it.
nice lady. Like when I go see her, it's like it's almost like she's like my mom or something. Like she's so nice to me. How are you? Oh my god, Anthony, you look great. How's your breathing? How's your day? How is school? Are you passing? Like she is like she treats you really well. She's a very nice lady. Like I'm hoping when I graduate nursing school I can like work for her. Like I would love to work for her.
That'd be sick, bro. That'd be sick.
Keep
So wait,
helping people ascend.
real quick before we go, how much was your treatment like or Invisalign, MARPE total?
Um, so it was about like it's like 14K, and then my surgery is covered under Kaiser. I'm gonna be one of the last clients for my surgeon, which is Gabriella Terrani.
Mm-hmm.
She's closing up and starting private practice really soon. She actually did surgery on one of my cousins. She had a honey bite.
Well,
But Audrey Yoon, it's I think 14 grand. It's probably going up with time. I remember when I first wanted to go to her years ago because I've been planning this since I was like 18. It was like 9 grand, but because of inflation, it's like it was 14 grand now. So if you want it, get it soon. Don't wait years. Okay, it's not worth
yeah,
waiting years. Your health is not worth waiting years, and your wallet is not gonna like it either. Just get it.
great
Get it before
advice.
it's more expensive than a car.
Great advice, dude. Yeah, 15 it was around 15K for mine, maybe a little bit less. Like so our Marbies are the same price. We're with top providers. You can even see someone like Dr. Manueli if you're around Las Vegas or willing to travel, who I believe is a little bit cheaper, but it's like you're paying for the experience, you're paying for the expertise. Like my orthodontist is most like done over 1,000 cases. So like you're in really good hands if you choose a good provider like Evans or Audrey Yoon or Lipkin or Manueli or Nuaz for that matter.
Just
So
talk to them. You know, I feel like people are paranoid. Just talk to them. A lot of people hit me up. They're like, "I saw Audrey or I saw this and that." Blah 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 blah. It's like just ask her, bro. Um,
that's the thing. They will answer your questions. Like Dr. Evans, she's a little bit more reserved, so you do have to come with questions. Like her office is very busy, so I won't say like reserved per se, but like she has other patients to get to because this is such a big thing for her, and she also treats kids, so she's not
mhm.
just seeing adults. So if you stay and you have questions to ask, and you're just not like, oh, they're brushing me off or whatever, or they're too busy. You just have to be like interested in the treatment and have your questions ready, have your concerns ready, and then
Yeah,
they'll say like give me a minute or whatever. They'll come back and explain it to you. That's what happened to me, and I'm so glad I had those questions ready to go and stuff. And yeah, big takeaway like don't overthink it like you were saying. Fucking like full send it and see what's up. Because worst comes to worst, you can
yeah,
just turn back.
yeah. You could. So fuck it. Just split it.
But,
Split your jaw,
dude,
everyone. Just split your jaw in half. Just do it. Full
fuck
send.
yeah. Anthony, dude, thank you for having the call with me. This was dope.
Well,
This was a
bro, I'm
dope.
very happy we got on a call. I'm hoping we could have a big podcast, a couple of people on at once.
Facts. We should, yeah, with this program, I think you can have up to like 10 people. We probably won't get that many, probably get like 4 or 5, but dude, that would be dope to have like a big group setting of all of us.
Yeah, we'll just have a group like expander contest.
Marpy Marpy Avengers, basically.
For real. For real, bro. You're the leader. You're like Captain America.
You're the Hulk, dog, like fucking
Nah, I
check.
don't think I'm the Hulk. I'll be like Tony Stark.
All right,
Yeah,
bro. Yo,
nice
thank you.
talking to
And
you, bro. Talk again
nice
soon
talking to
off
you.
camera.
Yes, sir.